Hello and welcome back if you are a returning viewer, and welcome if you are a new viewer. By the way, thank you to the new subscribers and those of you who take the time to watch my videos. It is appreciated. However, I have noticed that my videos are landing in, basically the algorithm hasn't figured out where my videos belong. Now I recognize that the occult is quite a niche subject, but my videos certainly don't belong in categories such as Sarah Ferguson is a man. So if you do happen upon this video, I want to talk to you about the occult, and I'm not going to go into the history, the depths, yada yada yada. There are people much more equipped to be able to talk about those the depth and the history of occult and what it actually means. But simply, the occult is hidden knowledge. Now, many of us, myself included, until I started to really take the time to understand the occult, believe that the occult is this dark and evil practice that the overlords of this realm use against us. Now, yes, there is some truth to that, but it's like any tool, whether it's dark, whether it's light, is the intent of the practitioner. Occultism is basically a passage to self-transformation, to alchemy. I am actually going to touch on an introduction, the elements, earth, wind, air and fire. That's a band, isn't it? Boop. Replace the wind for water, and how they are present within our bodies, and how when they are unbalanced, they can affect us and create an imbalance within the self. Now, the elements are used in magic. Hans Bardon talks about working with the elements and the elemental kings and the spirits of the elements. But again, that's for another video. The second part of this video is simply going to be touching on an introduction rather to the elements and how they can affect us. Now, any of you who watched my last video will know that I have been in a state of imbalance with a bit of low mood. It's not just about ourselves. There are external factors to take into consideration when we are feeling certain frequencies, certain energies. We know, we've got the planetary frequencies, we have got the elemental frequencies, we've got the collective frequencies. So it's multi-layered. It's not just as simple as I'm feeling a certain way. But I was talking to my friend today who is a sound healer. She does sound baths and whatnot. And we were talking about the chakra. Now, again, last night I couldn't sleep. And I knew why I couldn't sleep. It was because my gut was unsettled. And I've been suffering from really bad TMJ pain, which has been having this pressure in my ears. Now, I am going somewhere with this to hang fire. When we are working with the chakra energies, we are led to believe that the heart chakra is the most important to open. But is it? Is it not the sacral chakra? Because the gut is where our intuition lies. So is the gut the true connection to our higher selves? And then again, it's for another video. I just wanted to touch on it here while it's on my mind, as to explaining why I couldn't sleep. It's because my gut's been out of kilter. Just on the note of the higher self, is I had a chat with my mentor on our last Zoom, and as you may or may not know, I am doing a magic course, and the magic course involves areas of practical magic like candle magic, sigil magic, puppet magic, it's not, oops, I've lost you. Well, I haven't lost you, I've just, my phone's just moved. Those are areas that I, at this moment in time, am not interested in. So I had a chat with him about that. So I'm basically interested in communing with my higher self. Come on. Listen, I never said I was professional, and I never said things were perfect. Yeah, I am wanting to have communion with my higher self, my holy daemon, and I'm actually reading a book at the moment on my on the holy daemon. We had a chat about that. As I said, at this moment in time, the witchcraft isn't actually an area that I want to pursue at this moment in time, even though I did make a declaration a few videos ago why I'm doing witchcraft at 50. But as I've come to understand it a little bit better, I've realised it's just not for me at the moment. I'm not really bothered about doing puppet magic. I'm just more interested in the it's called the higher magic. So that, and to get there we have to work on our meditation, the cleansing rituals, that kind of thing. So, you know, doing the course isn't it's not having any let me put a brain into gear. It's having benefit for me, shall we say, when I actually do the meditations. But again, you know, when I have these low moods, it's just something that I need to accept about whatever's going on in my life. But I do think it is to do with the gut. And interestingly, when I did my mushroom ceremony, the sage went down at my sacral, and the guy who was down, who was facilitating that, he said, you don't listen to your intuition enough. So there's a little connection there. So, and again, you know, the chakras is for another video, and I recognise I've gone off on a tangent here. If you're interested in understanding a little bit more about alchemy and using elemental magic for alchemy, lead to gold. If you're not completely new to occultism or hermeticism, you may very well have heard that phrase. It's not about turning, in a literal sense, lead to gold. It's about turning us, the lead, into gold. I'll leave it there.